Hello, hello. Wow, my voice broke really bad there. I'm going to do that thing where I send everything out. Do, 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 do. So today, my news is that I went to go get blood work done today for my trans stuff. And I ended up going to the imaging center because I didn't realize that it wasn't a blood center, so that was fun. But that was my morning. I still haven't finished this. It needs to be done still. I just need to detail, which way would it be? It would be that way. That far corner. There. Alright. I was supposed to be on like an hour ago, but I sat down and started watching YouTube videos because I'm really, really, really good at this. My chat's still dead, so I will kind of ignore it and start doodling because I do have to get some work done. Today I think we're going to try and get these sketches done for ref sheets I gotta do. I haven't even actually tried to draw this character before, let alone do a reference image of them. There's also a hat, which is, woohoo, could be a fun one. The little trilby. He's a little suit wearing, violin playing fox I'm gonna be doing. I don't have any other news other than that. This is why I can't really be a vlog channel, is because I don't do anything. I've been watching a lot of like drama YouTube. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. So just a bunch of mindless slop mostly. Also, I've wanted to increase or decrease, I guess technically, the size of my canvas because I want it to be wider so that when I zoom in, it covers the edges there. Because it gets really, really bad at that. My ratio needs to be different. There. That's better. Now it's 75% it covers. I feel like my art has very little structure to it now It's been a couple years since I've drawn very regularly and actually worked on a style. Nowadays, I mostly just do whatever is easiest for the style of whatever somebody's paying me to do. Another thing is I don't like using this program to sketch really because it's I don't know, I like to sketch in vector programs or programs with what am I looking for the word? Limitless, no border, canvas without borders. So the fact that there's edges for some reason weirds me out. Even though I'm so zoomed in, there might as well not be edges, but hey. Didn't say it made sense. Oh. Thinking about what I'm doing here. I'm giving her a big rib cage, but she's not actually that like busty. But I'm definitely, because she's a German Shepherd girl, I'm gonna be giving her just the biggest hips and like fluff off the side, like you know how longer furred sheps have like the skirt on their legs? I want to do a little bit of that somehow. It'll probably be a bit lower. I'll probably just make this big and then go way at the bottom. Who knows? Big curly puppy tail. I'm using marker, not pen, so I keep going back and grabbing the pen tool accidentally. Yay! So if I'm making her slightly bigger, it means I'm going to go off the hip bone and widen out at about like this range. I want her to have hip dips. As a person with hip dips, I have to draw everybody I can with them. Solidarity. Hip dips are important. Anime has killed our love for hip dips, and we should fight back. I can only do a little bit of this one because I think this is going to be a nude ref, which I cannot do on the YouTubes, but I will get as much of it sketched out as I can, and then either put a sensor bar over it on like a higher layer, or just get the sketches done and work on them on a private stream. I'll probably do an unlisted one, hopefully they won't ban me for that, and then post it on my Patreon or have it actually viewable there. Hopefully these legs are not looking good. And I'm still not using a pen. This fur in particular is very, very girly, so I'm trying to... I'm wondering if that stance is too broad. Oh wait, I could probably just move that. I keep forgetting that I can actually twist stuff and transform stuff on here. Insane. Oh, the powers I have. So used to having to just redraw it. I grew up on like paint chats and stuff where I'm in browser, so I'm used to not having Control Z and also just drawing everything by hand. That's how I grew up. That's how I was raised. I still get mad when I can't Control Z a little bit with traditional art, but you know, I guess let's have her like hand on her thigh. Probably should rough poses when I'm doing stuff like this, but I'm lazy. Also, this is everybody's reminder that these streams are not for education purposes. I learned how to draw self-taught, and everything I do could probably be done easier if you did it properly. So just please remember. Also, I don't know how to draw not gigantic titty anymore. I've been ruined. Well, that's a lie. I say anymore. I've never been able to. Before my transition, I was also very busty. I'm still busty up as hell, so I don't know. I automatically draw everybody thick. I should be slightly lower. It's so weird because, like, I'll draw tits and I'll be like, those are gigantic, but by anime standards, they're still small. Oh, I should tie it on the other hip since this hand's down. Drawing one of those bras I can't, or the bikinis I can't wear. I'm too busty. All of my bikinis that I ever wore were always like fully structured bras. Because anything less does not hold. It's always the most masculine women that get the biggest toddies. It's ridiculous. It's very true in my case. Not that I'm masculine in per se. I am trans masculine, but like I'm trans twink. I'm still a little gay boy. Oh, she's coming together. Some little peats. Need to raise that ankle a bit. I'm trying to make this and that approximately the same height. I want this foot slightly forward, but I want her to have a really high up. If we're going to put her in a bikini, it's going to be slutty and then with a see-through thing over top. Because what I know about this character is that she is a hot weather, no clothing babe. Also, see how long it takes me to draw her face. That's always the hardest part for these. And she's got a super round nose because she's a dog. Yeah, one of them big round noses. I should go out to the side probably for this to show her hands, since it is a ref sheet, and then I will zoom in and work on it again. The reason I'm so zoomed out right now while I'm working is because I need to be able to see her proportions in regards to each other. So I can get the roughs in. And then she's got hair. I know for sure. So I'm going to do sort of like beach curls and waves because she's super fabulous and I want her to look extra as fuck. Just like a big wave of just curls and femininity. I'll send that off. Ah. That's the wrong button. That's when I go to get my screen share or my screen cut thing and fail. I'm gonna switch this over so we can stare at this nice picture that I'm working on while I go muck with Discord. Just coming in. Hi. I don't know when you showed up. I hope I didn't miss you. Hello to Sadie. Welcome. I'm actually going to BRB quickly to go to the washroom. I'm just going to take my camera and my mic off and then just leave this as a loading screen. That way, when you scroll through, you can see my face come back on the rewatch. We play team. We play gang. Hello, hello. Now I'm back. My face did show up a second because I forgot, or a second before my voice because I forgot to turn it on. Hello, I returned. Like, once again, this is my work in progress that I am not working on because it's all fine detailing, and when I don't have the mentality for that, I don't have the mentality for that. So it's just sitting in my to finish list for when I idly show up and just finish it. And I will, at one point, I'll be like watching TV. I have a mirror behind my computer, so when my husband's on the TV behind me, I can just watch it. I like glance up at it constantly because I'm on a vanity. So usually when I'm doing something else is when I actually finish this sort of thing. But it's pretty and it's mostly done, so yay! This is actually the little fox guy that I'm doing the other F-roller. And then the fox guy, and then the German Shepherd girl. So not this girl, a different girl. No matter what anybody says, I personally, my dream is to be a gore artist, which I can't really do on YouTube, and a horror artist. But my god, furries make so much money. Never disrespect furries, because if you disrespect furries, you're disrespecting the art community, because we make so much cash off these guys. Oh my god. Most people don't really make an anime OC unless they can draw, but for furries, like, everybody wants to make a persona. You can't come at me with that. Even if you don't like believe, they call the elitist furries Atherians now, or Therians. They're the people that believe they're animals. We all know that was furries in the furry community to begin with. Like, it's just an overarching group of people. Love it. Love them. Always will. Um, I tend to prefer to be a half person. I'll be like a kimono Mimi with like little ears or something, or a monster. But I've never really fit with a full furry. I did have a persona for a while that was a rabbit, but then I transitioned and you know didn't work out so much when I took off the layers of fake personality that I built up. Too real. Anyway, coming back to check the chat one more time. Give myself a couple hearts because I'm good. Don't forget to like the chat or the stream, please, because I don't get very many likes, so all of them matter. The algorithm must be fed. If we do not feed the algorithm, it will devour us. And since I don't want to make pre-recorded videos, I'd prefer to stream. Subscriptions really matter to me because this is how you're going to know that I'm up. I don't expect people to come in from the main page. That's weird. However, they may. I don't know how many people actually stream on YouTube. I assume it's a lot and they only show me a small selection of live streams they think I'd be interested in. Although most of them are like politics, which I understand because when I'm on other websites, I do a lot of, I'm Canadian, so I have American politics sort of like a hobby of mine, you could say, where most Canadians don't care. I tend to watch a bit closer. If anybody in the chat is from Minnesota, that's my current, like people have hockey teams or sports teams. My favorite American team is Minnesota. Every time, update me if Minnesota does anything fun, because they're my pick. I like them. I like the accent. Whenever people talk about Minnesota, it feels very Canadian. I'm all about it. My favorite dog is the Pomeranian, so like, don't worry. I'm used to being unpopular. It's not the button I wanted. It's not the bunny I wanted. I'm glad that I'm an artist because I get to do something while I talk. I've seen people who aren't artists doing their streams and they gotta like review something or do something. Pisha. I want that to go around her neck, but I still don't want it to look that big. So I think what I'm going to do is do that to preserve this side. What's a left? What's a right? And then I'm going to deselect. Then I'm going to make it slightly bigger. And then she's just not going to burst out of this. Normally I'd have some tits come out the side too for big Tibby. But I don't know how much I can say tits on YouTube. So it's going to get me... I'm not monetized, so I don't know if I can get demonetized. Also, does this bitch have any fat on her? I gotta go ask. Do you have any fat on your Sona? So I'm doing this one mostly from things. Where did my mouse go? There it is. I assume you... Yeah, alright. I already added a bit of fat here, and a tiny bit here. Like, it's hard to say that to people, because when you say fat to people, they're gonna think, like, plus size. But really, I'm talking, like, the inch of fat that I need to put over the bone. Because I'm officially at the point in art where I might not be the best artist, but I have enough concept of figures that when people are like, can you draw my character? I'm like, okay, I need a body type or something. You can't just be like, it's not like anime characters anymore where everybody's the same height and build. Like, give me something, you know? I noticed that there's something going on here still. I like that tit size. That's good. That's a good hands. Oh, it's a good hand's worth of titty. Done. And then mostly nothing on the rib cage. I'm gonna give a small love handle because soft features are good and I support them. Her fur is gonna be out a bit farther than this, but not by much. And then I want this right here to be slim, but I want to fluff out after it like this. Because her calves are quite narrow. There's just that fluff there, because I like really shaped. Like when I draw, I'll show you, like, I want to draw my legs like this. That's what I crave in my heart, is just big fucking fat, thick legs. If you find enough art done by me, all my legs are thick. I just have thick thighs. It's that one joke that is way too real that says, this is the artist's barely disguised or thinly disguised fetish. Me. Artists are the easiest ones to figure out what we're into because you can see it in everything we draw. And if you are an artist, you're not hiding nothing. You know, I'll see it. A little bit of fluff there, a little bit of fluff here. A little fluff here, a little bit of fluff there. With furries especially, I like a little bit of fur to like when I'm watching pets run around, I often watch how the fur sits as a furry artist. Being a furry artist will change your relationship with animals. Not in like a bestiality way, but like in when I watch dogs run, I watch how their legs do, I watch how their feet do, and I have to pay attention to what a species means when I look at a dog's face. And then furries, of course, aren't just dogs. They're dogs mixed with people, so you gotta add like a eye plate on their face. I don't think eye plate's the word I want, but whatever. I can't good words and draw at the same time. Please do not ask my brain to do multiple things. That's cruel. That's for her arms still look long, but I kind of want her to have that lanky look to her. She's not as lanky as the other fox woman that I draw a lot, but she's close. Yeah. There we go. Woman shaped, but not obscene. I don't use Fur Affinity anymore, but honestly, sometimes I'm sad I don't, because it's definitely the place where you can just look up like German Shepherd girl icon and get so many refs of people doing it better than I probably am. But at the same time, I'd rather stare at a picture of dog and figure out how to make it a girl than use how somebody else tried to make it a girl, because I feel like I'm at the point now where I really got to flex my own skills or they're just gonna not for me, you know? I don't draw often enough nowadays to not feel like I'm gonna lose skill if I do anything the slow way. I'm putting a daisy. It's not a daisy. I put a hyacinth in her hair usually. Hyacinth? It's not hyacinth. It's the other one. Hibiscus. Thank you. I knew words. One of these days I'll start working like a real artist where I like copy an image, bring it over, place it on my image, and then trace it and then not trace it afterwards. You know what I mean? I used to put the flower here, but instead, I'm gonna do everything the hard way. Because it's how I roll. Some part of my brain thinks that doing things the hard way every time will make me better at it. What am I doing with eyes? Okay, we want playful, bright, and a little manic. So, for the sultry and manipulative girl, I do these eyes. Make them come up off of her. So this is Jen's eyes. She always has eyeliner on. And I give her like a little bit. She has a face marking, so then this pink I also put on her eyelids. So then this character is less sultry, but just as slutty and pretty. But I think I want her to have more of a square eye instead of as much of a triangle eye. Because I always make the other one look like this. And they're the two girls I've been drawing lately, so. I really want to learn how to do like the VTuber eye, where the like lash is a whole separate piece above the eye, but I haven't been drawing, again, I haven't been in the drawing scene in a long time, so I don't know how the fuck to draw. Everything's changed. Everybody uses Procreate. I'm so old. Everything's changed. I'm 32. So I don't use an iPad. I use a monitor, which you can, that's why I'm leaning forward. That's why you can hear me thumping on it. It's because it's a glass paneled monitor in front of me, that I'm drawing against. So, I don't know. I've got FOMO for a product that is theoretically not as good as mine, right? Like, it's more expensive to get an iPad and a pencil, but in theory, I have like a 7-inch pen for mine. It does great. I love the tricycle. Yeah. I have a 7-inch pen. It's fantastic. It's triangular. I love it. I hate small pens because I tend to cramp easier. These keep me from doing like a death claw on it. I can't function in a mirror, by the way. The camera's flipped and I can't figure it out. You can watch me struggle with that for a minute. I still have my little watermark in my thing here, so that shows that please do not judge me based on my quality. I suck. I'm still learning how to stream with more things. I need to buy a software to do this with. Right now I'm using XSplit. Eventually I want to attach my camera to it, but I gotta figure out what everybody uses. I can do the other parts, like the OBS, the setting up where my thing is. Which bangs do I want for you, girl? Just like, and I think I want her hair to go from like a deep brown to like a blonde ombre. With big, bitchy beach curls. Basically. The main thing I want for this character / Sona is for when she moves, I want you to be able to like feel her hair bounce. Like I want this bitch to bounce when she moves. If I were to make a little like rig of her. It's weird that I think about characters as VR rigs now, and I kind of hate it. But if I was to think of her as a rig, she'd be just bouncy, bright, playful, a little dangerous when she's mad. She's the type of dog that you gotta teach to, like, stay off of you because she gets so excited she's gonna jump up and hurt you. And she doesn't realize that she's kind of tough. That's all big dogs are. I'm gonna keep her mouth closed, even though I need to do. If I did the first colored icon for her, I'm gonna do of her completely grinning. And then I want like a, there's gonna be like a black bit, and then the blonde tips to the cheeks. And the muzzle's gonna be dark. Be fluffy. Her cheeks are still a bit intense. I always try to make her a long hair shep when I'm pretty sure she's a short hair shep. So I don't think she has the like that, but I want to give it to her. You can see it. This is the fun of drawing somebody else's character. I'm like, okay, but I want to do this, so you need to either let me do that or tell me specifically that no, I cannot do that. Because I want to. One of the things about art that has been so true to me is that the people that know well enough not to ask for art are the ones who want to ask for art. Like, people will be like, oh, and then everybody's asking for free art. I love when people request free art, but they gotta be the type of person that understands that you have to bring more than just your character. Like, you have to bring an energy or something for me to work with. I'm not gonna put a lot of titty definition because she's kind of small-chested. Just do a bit of this and then like a sternum, because they're not gonna be like. They're gonna be. And then I'm just gonna try and add like a really good highlight here to emphasize that they are there. They're just not shaking the world. What the fuck am I doing? I need to do it. Right? I'm going that way. It goes up. Okay, cool. I think, yes, it's still going to go forward, but it's going to curve. Curves back. And then I can do like a little, like, da-da. I want to give her nails. I will ask if I can give her, like, I want to give her, like, big, blunt dog nails. Like, she has the equivalent of having fake acrylics in dog. You know what I mean? Like, they're well-rounded. They're perfectly, like, puppy-pettied. So they don't hurt you, but they can, like, they're there. I don't know, I think that's cute. Because she's a very soft person. She's just also very excitable. Again, this is a persona, so it is based off a real person. It's not just a character. I'm just referring to it as a character in and out. I think I can do this bikini better and sluttier. Because I want it to be like one of those little triangle ones. Gotta make sure my dog is a realistic amount of titty. Now me, I would always connect to this bottom piece because I have low self-esteem and I'm heavy and I'm afraid that they're gonna pop out. Okay, that's super cute, but again, it's sluttier if I just do this. And the slutty rating is important. We're tight on the back. When I'm thinking of horrifically long nails, the only thing I think of is, what do I call them? Nightmare length. No, definitely not the nice length. I want the, like, oh, yeah! I like, long almond nails. Is generally my shtick. I'll ask if this is too long. I just sent a horrifically long nail and toe. But like the acrylics are like this. Okay, so that's the long size. This is the short size. Mid. And then where's the nice sort of, this is sort of a shorter pair. And then this is paste. Oh, it's too big. I gotta screen cap it. I hope you guys enjoy listening to me chat while I do stuff that you're not allowed to look at. I'm just DMing the person I'm drawing for. There should be new system in here. These are, there you go. Sorry, take a moment to recover from those horrible foot fungus nails. Is this short? Do I class this as... Okay, what if I did short acrylic? Short almond. There's nothing I hate more than square tip nails. My sister wore square tip nails my whole life, and oh, this is the shortest I'll go. All furries get, except for the other guy, the fox I'm doing, who specifically does not have claws. These, I hate these. I'm gonna send them to you. I'll do them, but I don't like them. I love claws. Oof, I found clear. Oh, here's some more nightmare nails. What are they called? I have, again, nothing against, like, long nails. When I'm talking comically long, bring my camera so I can watch myself. When I'm talking comically long, I'm talking like this. Like the ones where, like, they take your fingers from here and then they extend out to here, like, and they clack them. Anything that is, like, a general claw off your nail, I love. I love nails. I don't wear them because I don't have the money to get them redone often enough, and I'm an artist, and also I'm trying to pass as a guy at work. So, I don't drop my voice when I'm on stream. I should be talking lower, but my happier, more bubbly voice is a bit higher. And I haven't started testosterone, so I haven't started dropping my voice purposely. So I tend to keep bare nails or bare hands for work. because the people at work judge me very quickly, and there's a couple things, like if I wear earrings at work, I get misgendered aggressively, so I tend to take those off for work too. I can wear all my rings. Nobody minds those. Those do not affect my presentation. Sorry, I just got on an Etsy nail thing just because under there. Yeah. One of the worst parts about drawing ALR recently, Big Al, is that I've been drawing, she has had those awful big green square nails, and drawing them was a pain. Alright, I need to work on this. The proportions of this look good. She's soft, she's got a little bit of big thigh, but not a ton, enough that you saw her, you'd be like, ass! Enough that she'd probably look kind of shocking in a tight pair of jeans. Perfect. I like really realistic sonas. You can always tell the difference between somebody that's like, this is my sona, this is how I see myself, and somebody that's like, this is my character, she got big tibby. Because she's a fetish character, as opposed to a representation character, which I find tend to be a little bit more, like, down to earth. Just as a... Is that arm too long? I think it is. I think it is. Oh, I think it is. It's a little unshapely too, but we'll figure that out too. I usually, like, my biggest insecurity drawing... Oh, I did know that. My biggest insecurity drawing is people watching me sketch, because I'm not good at getting it right the first time. I'm not one of those artists that have studied. I've been drawing for myself my whole life. I have not done any school, although we did just have a loss in the family, which is fine. But it might mean that I might get money for schooling, or my sister might buy out my share of my grandmother's house. And if this happens, she is the type of person that will be like, go to school. And I don't believe in university for like a career, but I will take some art courses. Do it. I want to learn how to paint better. And nowadays, now that I'm like 30, I'm also interested in art history, which I never was before. So, it might be time to get that done. What can you... Yeah, okay. I have figured out her nail length preference. I'll tell you, you're not as useless with nails as you think you would be. You relearn how to do just about everything. That's how I naturally do nails, is little ovals. I want to show this, but I'm not quite good enough at it to not make her look like she just has a pot belly. But I want to. You start drawing more like Monster High girls. Practicing with that style. Off topic, I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4 Monster High girls behind me, 3 G3s, 1 G1, and then 2, a girl and a guy, Rainbow High doll. So I do actually have some fashion dolls. More expensive fashion dolls. They're cheaper than, like, ball-jointed dolls. But I have some dolls. I'm autistic, so, shelf dolls fulfill my need to just put clothes on something, take a photo of it, and then sit it up there so I can look at it when I want by. I don't like the way this tail is sketched right now. But on the topic of I don't like sketching, let me finish that thought. I don't really like sketching on camera, but at the same time, it is kind of fun to talk up through it, like just chat while I'm doing it and be like, aha, this is too long, aha, that's too short. Because it's realistic. Art is a process of solving problems for like an hour straight. You gotta put down some lines and look at it and go, no. And then put down some lines and then look at it and go, yes. And that's just all it is forever. I definitely don't like it when people make furry women look, how do I describe it? Look like they are naked skin women with just fur shapes on them. Where like please add a bit of fluff. Like there's a level of shapeliness you can't have with furries simply because they have fur. I want to rotate this, and I'm sorry. I'm not recording it, so it should be okay. This only really affects it if I'm doing a recording. Titty, go into shoulder. Shoulder, come out of titty. There's still a lot going on here. Like this like slight downwards angle I've got going on. Yeah? Can I fix this with a rotate? I don't know what's wrong with it. I can't tell what's wrong with it, but I know something's wrong with it. There's something really off here, and I don't know what it is. I think it's the angle, like, if I do that, does it look better? Yes, and if I bring this whole ass arm over here, and can I rotate, and look at it. Are they the, oh yeah, I'm doing pretty okay. I'm pretty good at this. Good job, Self. That was closer than I thought it would be. Is that it? Was it shoulder position? I moved it away, brought it back, and now I like it. Whatever I did differently, good job, Self. I want a little bit of fluff here, almost like it's armpit hair, but not really. But, like, I want it to be subtle enough that we'll never talk about it again, but I like it. Bangs, no bangs. Did somebody go Googling hair for me? Hair is always changeable. Yeah, mostly it's bangs. Mostly bangs, I do. Because, like, if this woman has long, brunette, ombre beach curls. Is it beach waves? Beach curls, beach curls. I used to be obsessed with shopping for wigs. My sister's a hairdresser. My older biological sister's a hairdresser. Aha, this is the hair I want to give you. I think that this is just good puppy hair. If I was your hairdresser, that's what we'd be doing. I want just more hair than God and for it to bounce. Not quite as much as the other character. The other character has unreasonable length. Whereas I want this one to have ridiculous curls. Because fantasy characters are for fantasying. I was really stuck for a long time making really, like, the sparkle dog movement hit me. I'm a millennial, so I grew up in the oh god you can't be cringe era. I'm so glad cringe is dead. But I spent so much of my time making these acceptable characters with nothing super special about them when I wanted to make super special characters. A reminder, your character is one of the heroes. Unless you're appealing with a lot of other people, generally you're supposed to be cooler than everybody else. You know, like we don't write stories about the average people, even, and that's why, you know, you do want your characters to be the cool guy out of the guys around them, and it's okay. I was so afraid of making, like, Mary Sue characters that weren't believable that I didn't make fun characters. The friend I'm drawing for who knows both characters is like, yeah, the one with the long hair, Jen, she uses her hair to keep her feet warm. And that's very, very accurate. Oh, hello. Thank you. I don't know who. Can I actually see who's in my chat at any given time? Do I have to go to studio? I don't know what I'm doing. Don't rest your arm across yourself. You look ridiculous. Okay. I'm gonna look at studio now though and see if I can. Sorry, I was listening to something. I could hear. I thought I could hear my roommate typing, but I don't think she has a computer, so it weirded me out. Alright, we need... I want that tail up. That's what I was going to do. I've been sketching on the same layer, so this dark red is over top of this light red. So, where's her tail? Right there. That's what her booty crack would be. And it's going to go out and up. That's another thing I'm getting better at, is not just drawing the tail like the hips. Body, and then like some legs come out. They usually attach to this bone. Legs. Not making them like, if this is a hip, this is a tail, this doesn't do this. Because it has to start here and then go out and then go up. And it often goes back a bit, so I gotta like tuck it in. Unless it's big enough like a cat tail to go out, back, and around. But yeah, I find that I naturally and instinctively draw tails as if my characters are up against walls, so that the tail can't go back behind them, because I don't know how to do that, etc. I've been watching Girl World, and I've been listening to ALR say, etc., 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 and it kills me inside. Thank you. On a different layer. Kind of looks kind of sheepish, but it's kind of have more fur. My imposter syndrome's so funny. Someone came in and complimented my art, and I want to be like, no, I'm actually not good. You're just fooled. But then I remember that I exist in these art communities with all these artists, and most people don't. Most people aren't stuck spending their free time watching artists that are fantastic and like at the top tier. I am intermediate at this point. I can take a compliment. I can do it. I swear. I don't want to do this without making this lewd. This is a very lewd body line. But it defines that the crotch actually exists as like a 3D structure. Which is important even in safe for work drawings. You gotta unfortunately think about it. Mannequining is the act of drawing a body like a mannequin first without clothes, which is essentially naked, but not quite. You're not putting any like detailed bits on there, but I got mocked for that a lot in like high school and stuff, because they're like, where's its clothes? And I'm like, I had to learn how to draw people before I can draw people in clothes, okay? If I learn how to draw the boxy clothes without drawing the figure underneath, I'm not actually learning. Thank you. I think people just wanted to interact with me and didn't know how, though, now that I'm older. And I was kind of a harsh person, so mocking me, even like for fun, was honestly one of the best ways people could interact with me. I want to put a little curl here. Tiny details for the detail gods. I love hair that comes forward and then falls back like that. I think it's so sultry. I'll do one little curl here for posterity. And I think that looks like a girl. I remember her other colors. Like, she doesn't have any, she's a saddle, right? Yes. So, she's a very bright German Shepherd too. Aha! Somebody made a chart. Classic 2 is what she is. Oh, Classic 1 and Classic 2. She's a Classic 1. So then I'm going to bring this. It's funny because the markings are actually opposite what I think they should be. And then I don't want her dark to connect to her eyes simply because it's not as attractive. So I think I am going to do this style, but with a really dark lid. Because Sheps are lighter on the top than you expect them to be. And then I think their chest is pretty plain. Oh, Classic 2 has a strip there, but Classic 1 does not. Classic 1 also has white inside the ears. Your hip, she's gonna look extra skinny because she's got this black saddle that kind of comes in. And just a touch of saddling on. Which will make her back black. And then some of them have a little bit of like a stripe here. And I think that would be cute, but I will ask. Alright. Alright. And then what do they want? Feet. Aha! Another chart. God, they love these people. That's basically. Oh, yes. Kind of want dark inner ears. We'll talk about that. That should do. And then let me look at. I'm supposed to be looking at their feet. No, feet are completely blonde. Or like a crispy sort of orangish. Paws. Generally uncolored. That's what I want. Oh, I should put down the actual. Yeah, we'll do it in a minute. Ta-ta! Pattern check. I'll go find another. It's really funny to ask somebody what color German Shepherd they are. I'm, they're actually like adopts that I'm looking at, but I'm looking at like just a wall of Shepherds. Maybe I'll see if I can quickly. Okay, this is what I'm looking. One sec. Okay, this is what I'm looking at. So we're working on it. Here, I can grab this. I can be a streamer. I can change stuff on the go. Maybe. Let me edit this. Let me edit it. Here we go. Ta-da! We're working this out, okay? We're talking, we're thinking, it's happening. We're figuring it out. Yeah, okay, so I can find something that you're talking about. You want a more... We want to red out the blacks. We can do that. Color morphs exist in everything. Don't doubt it. I'm gonna pick my face because I'm stressing and thinking, which I should stop. Oh yeah, here's the classic pattern. I might send you guys eventually a... Oh yeah, these ones are like... So I love this black stripe across the chest, the neck there. Love that. I'm definitely doing the pattern more like a deer on the back. And then I will red out some of this, because the way I have it done in your icon right now, it is her muzzle still like a dark brown. So the blacks will be a dark brown, I think. Do I have that image on me? Yes. Right? Because we did like a brown, dark brown there. So for the blacks, I'm going to use dark brown. Do the muzzle, do the eyelids. Maybe black out the edges of the ears. Yeah, okay. Good talk. I want to kind of black out the edges of the ears and the brown. And we might keep the inner ears. Let's add some white. Because ships have a lot of white on them. And if I did put white, I'd probably just put it like under your eyes. That little highlight. But we'll see. We will see. First, I have to line art it. Well, first I have to make it into a reference sheet. To do so, we are going to make sure everything's on one layer. Place it down. I'm going to actually finish this off because I didn't finish it before I started this. Hee hee tee hee hee. This. And then I'm going to grab the whole image. Control T it, hold that shift key to keep it flat, and then press Control Z because I didn't copy it first. Copy, paste, transform, grab. Even it out. Make sure they're still basically the same height. Drop my mouse. Which I keep doing because I don't actually have a full desk. I am on a vanity, as I've said. Just real fun. Okay, now we pretend that this is from the back. We grab an eraser. We erase out 90% of it. Am I allowed to draw this? I hope I am. I just try and make it kind of... Is that better? That's better. That looks like it's going to get me flagged much less. Most important part about flipping this is that the butt goes a bit lower than the craft in the front, and that the chest is a bit wider in the back because of the lats. That's literally it. Otherwise, you can use the same image. You just gotta make sure you flip the hand. Control D. want to give her the deer booty. Looks like a heart. Okay, next. Ah! Gotta merge those together again. You feel I'm starting to get squirrely. Dropping and kicking my mouse still. I need to just... There's a... Okay, so I'm on a vanity. There's a stool that goes with a bench. It's not a stool. It goes with the vanity. It's underneath the vanity. Because my keyboard's on top for Control-Z and stuff, it's underneath with that, but it was all crumpled up, so I had it on my lap. Which is why I've been reaching down for it constantly. And it's up in my lap anyway, because I don't want to crunch that much. Do my Streamlabs crash? What crashed here? Uh-oh. 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 What's broken? Who's doing a phrase? Is it you? I think it's you. I'm try and save because something froze. Gotta go check my stream because something froze. Okay. Alright. I think we're good. My hand's up in the end of the stream. We're good. Alright, with that, I'm going to drop the stream for now because it's obviously been up a bit long for my poor, pathetic system to handle. Been up for like an hour, right? Yeah, an hour and a half? Okay. I'm going to call it here for the day. I'm going to try and get more done later. And I'm going to try and record more graphite. Ciao! Thanks for hanging out.